Okay, yes, this painting is called Two Cuntstables, emphasise on the C-U-N-T, which essentially I did this painting inspired by Banksy's work that I saw the other week and one of his works. Also, I looked at the theme about the LGBTQI community selling out to capitalism and how it subverts political movements for their own gain to corporatise them. Of course, would not say that I'm against them. I actually do support the LGBTQI community. So if you're going to go off on any cancel culture rants, leave it for somewhere else, thanks. Okay. So I looked at the way that when they started out, the movement did, that it actually started to, as a real legitimate political movement with people who were persecuted, such as homosexuals, and then essentially it became rainbow flags incorporated. It became a corporate symbol, sold on cans for beer and wine, shirts, emojis, and essentially what they call pink dollar or pink capitalism, to essentially become in itself almost a corporate logo. And they actually allowed the police to march in the gay lesbian Mardi Gras along with the Liberal Party. And I think at that point, when do you think that it's wrong to allow the people who put their foot on the back, on the backs of LGBTQI people and kick the crap out of them, right? Covered up murders and corruption, and then allow them to march in a rally for gay rights, along with members of the Liberal Party, whose government had been rotten to the core in New South Wales in the 70s and 80s and were essentially responsible for most of the repression of of LGBTQI people. So I wanted to capture that aspect and say also that the Aboriginal flag and the black deaths in custody has covered up the fact that you can't rainbow wash over the crimes of the police and use the rainbow flag as a sort of wash almost to cover up the crimes and the corruption of the police force and the fact that black deaths in custody still occur. I wanted to use the slogan with Nike and the word "Dikey, just do her" as a slogan to look at how it almost becomes the same as the rainbow flag as the Nike symbol or Adidas or any other corporate label that's just used on your phone as an emoji, and it doesn't really mean much anymore. It's essentially just a movement to bring in tourist dollars. Like the gay lesbian Mardi Gras used to be really political when I was growing up. Anti-Pauline Hanson stuff, shit against Tony Abbott. Now it's been completely washed of all political content. And it's just girls with their tits out, blokes with their asses out, marching down the road with rainbow flags. And so I thought I'd kind of make a critique about the corporatisation of the LGBTQI movement. It's a critique that is valid, I would say, in how that is used. So that's the symbolisation of the rainbow flag and the corporate dollar symbol on it. So that's the idea behind that painting.